This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intentions. You and hundreds of others. But I'm not authorized to let just anyone through. Border's locked down. That's that. No two ways about it. No arguing about it either. Those are the rules. You'll either need official papers or some other justification for your passage. If I'd heard of you and you'd completed some great deed, I'd be able to justify writing the paperwork and putting my rank on the line. As it stands, I haven't heard of you, and I'm not risking my livelihood for some traveler I've never met. You think I make the decisions? I may be elite. Not that it takes a Synod mage to work it out. Skyrim's in the midst of strife. It doesn't take a genius to realize the Empire wouldn't want any of that chaos spilling over into its heartland.
Talk to you later.
This border is a restricted entry. Oh, a fellow Legion. You're free to pass through whenever you like. For the Empire. The Dragonborn of legend. You have the dragon blood coursing through your veins. Who am I to stand in your way? Pass through, mighty Dragonborn. It is an honor. Understood. Just hold on one moment. Letting someone as distinguished as you through this gate. Makes a change from all the frustrated traders and irate mercenaries. It's been a pleasure, truly. Here's hoping you can do Cyrodiil some good. I'd advise you make your way down to Bruma. I hear they're dealing with a lot of problems down there. The heartland of Tamriel. She's ailing. Maybe beyond saving. But I'm sure you'll take a fair crack at it all the same. Welcome to Cyrodiil.
Who's there?
Who made that noise? Garcia's been filling your head full of goblin dung? Don't listen. He's one of those people who thinks that he thinks he's the one, but he couldn't be more wrong. He's one of those people who thinks that because he's been doing it for the longest, he must be the best. He thinks he's the one, he and his guards, who protect Bruma the most vigorously from the gravest threats. But he couldn't be more wrong. Obviously. He may have been out here longer, but we're just better. This place is out in the middle of nowhere, mostly. I mean, we get occasional travelers heading in and out of the Gerals, but not much else. Things can get a little boring sometimes, but all that changes when some bandit ringleader gets too big for his boots and decides to try his luck. Speaking of which, a new fresh-faced lot of bandits surfaced recently. Damned brigands. No idea where they came from or why they're here. But they've been marauding around a wide chunk of the Gerals and harassing travelers constantly. We can take them out no problem, thank you very much. I can tell you're set on killing them yourself anyway. Listen, if you do kill them, bring me their leader's magic blade. I need it as a trophy to demonstrate my prowess to the powers that be in the city. Don't want to be stuck out here in the middle of nowhere forever.
Killed the brigands, eh? Well, that's a thorn removed from our side of the... Killed the brigands, eh? Well, that's a thorn... Needing an inn? Garcias is cautious, tempered. Araya, on the other hand, she may be... And that's what this is, mate. And that means... So the question becomes, do you want a bull-headed fool as the next guard captain, or do you want someone with a brain between his ears?
For dinner. Ah, the bandit hunter. Have the blade? What? Listen, traveler. I'll pay you Damn it. Away with you. You've just robbed me of getting out of this dump. I hope you disembowel yourself with it.
Hello. The Stormcloaks happened. We barely won the Civil War in Skyrim, and even despite that, things haven't returned to normality. We were hunted by rebel sympathizers, so I eventually came here. At least Cyrodiil remains under stable Imperial rule. Once I've scraped together enough coin for the trip, I'll probably take a carriage to the Imperial City and explain what happened. Hopefully I'll get reassigned somewhere in Cyrodiil and get steady pay once again. Still, Skyrim, coming so close to ceding for the Empire. Dark days for Tamriel. Dark days.
See you.
Sure thing. Got one all ready. Great. Got her all saddled up for you, out in the yard. Take good care of her. Yes, Orc? Talk to you later.
Us guards, we're well trained. We miss nothing. Just keep that in mind.
Hello? Aye, that I am. Married in the true Nord way to my wife Felki. She might be a little talkative sometimes, what with all her stories of myths and nonsense and whatnot. At least I'm not like that, eh? I hunted game all... Say, would you like to hear about the time I killed the most monstrous grizzly in all? I was out for a normal... They weren't any ordinary tracks either. I knew it, but I just... It found... I didn't have... Fortunately, such a creature... After a little tussle, I sent the... Took me nearly a week to find, clean, and haul the carcass back to Bruma. Now it... Thank you. But mind the wife. One wrong word and she'll talk your ear off about something or other. Not all of us can be proper, though, I suppose.
Meat cut above the rest. Get it? Sorry, old joke. Ho ho, Fred. I always welcome investment. Always gratifying. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Fine goods, fair prices.
Until next time.
I've got rooms, I've got food. Alamu Nethre, Dark Elf. A little birdie told me that you're annoying me. Alamu Nethre, Dark Elf girl. She's wanting adventurers to help her with something. Not sure what. Seems to me you're starting trouble asking questions like that. This is a fine establishment. We don't pretend to be more than we are, though. Now, what can I get you? Then go over to the Gerald View if it suits you better. Me, I think this inn has more character than Mr. Stantis Fancy Pants' little establishment. Well, honestly, sometimes I do. I'm only saying this because I suspect you might be able to help me out. You see, there's this snooty Altmer that came through here a few days back. One of those haughty Alinor types. Newcomer to Bruma. Well, he came here, not realizing that the Gerald View might have been more to his tastes. After he witnessed a few of our, morally gray activities and an exceptional display of promiscuity, well, he decided to leave. Now, in his outrage and disgust, he's planning to try and press charges against my tavern. If you could just talk, great. He's probably storming around town right now, trying to rabble-rouse against the Watchmen. What strikes your fancy?
Bye. Hey, you can't take that!
You here to do business?
Damnable tavern! Damnable owner! How dare he allow that lizard? It's a dingy squat. I want its proprietor to land in hot water with our dear God. You should help. Surely it's only right that they face justice. I am. Ha! That isn't going to happen, I'm afraid. Ha! That isn't going to happen. It's a dingy. I want its proprietor to land in hot water with our dear God. You should help. Surely it's only right that they. Excellent. Take this. It's a. Take it. I'm sure he'll see fit to take action next.
Good afternoon.
Just trinkets. They're cultural artifacts and
I'm Galerin, Synod Hope.
a slice of Nordic heritage, but have a browse. Let me know if you like what you see. Why not? The same reason I sell ancient Nordic artifacts, so that the young Nords here in Bruma can be reminded of the roots. Bruma has all the... It's about the Nord. That very... I'll be content if my presence here reminds just a few Nords. Many of them I went through, so I began... As it happens, if you happen to come across... Excellent! Farewell.
What is it?
I'm Albecchius.
I take pride in my potions. It'd be a privilege. A pleasure doing business with you. Potions, elixirs. No, there aren't. Doesn't matter much to me. But sometimes, I do feel kind of isolated among all the Nords and Imperials. There wasn't already an alchemist in town when I came up here, and I figured fortune favors the bold. I'm always on the tending this. Tell you what. Thanks. Get back to me with the ingredients, and you'll get your coin. Until next time.
Yes, traveler? What do you need?
You look like you could use some new... It'd be a privilege. So, a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, right. Here, take a look. Yeah, don't worry though, I'm much... You know, it's just... As my good... And since she's... Yeah, if you see her around these parts though, you warn me right away. She's the reason I... Alright, I suppose. My sales pitch isn't very good.
Greetings.
I still get a fair few customers.
If I've told you once, I've
Oh
told you
look,
1,000
an
times.
infant. How quaint.
I'm Ruchia.
Always glad to have. It'd be a privilege. So, a pleasure doing business with you. Finely crafted weapons and armor. Strongest steel and best prices in the whole province. Take a look. See you around?
Welcome. The finest selection of merchandise. See you.
Hello? My weapon? Fetch me 3 iron ingots to temper my weapon. Good. My killing arm's itching to do more killing. Can I help you? My hammer, a goblin's head, and...
Good afternoon. We're not all that interested. He's tooting his... But we attend private parties. I'm Ruchia of the Jucani family. Not really much more to tell.
Zombies tend to haunt caves. Be careful if you decide to go treasure hunting.
Excuse me, sorry to bother. I don't suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you? As I suspected. Sorry to bother you, citizen. Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah? A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. The Count's been... You see, the Carvanes have been going on... Well, it turns out poor old Count Desilus... Count Carvane isn't too happy that his collection... I... just bring them... And I mean extremely appreciative. Akaviri artifact. Rignar and the Count, if you want to know exactly what artifacts to keep your eyes peeled, almost definitely the resale. Someone possessing those artifacts. I'm not too sure on the... Might be worth speaking to him, if you think that's... Not in particular. Then again, the shadier tavern in... might be a decent place to start your search. I have no idea how they'd manage that, honestly. It's tough, on the other. And here I am in the center, just trying to make things work for the people. Sometimes... Oh... Well, this should be interesting.
Sinja.
I am Adichi.
I'm one of the
What's that snot-brained Altmer doing here? This is no place for one of them.
You don't think he's Stalmore, do you?
No, doesn't seem the sort. But he's still not the right type for our little den. Might bring the wrong kind of attention.
So what do we do? Stabbing him would be... excessive, so...
I know. Why don't we treat him to a little show of our favorite lusty Argonian maid?
Perfect. Let's go fetch her. Here, take this coin. I'd like to buy a little show for my Altmer friend over there.
Sure thing.
Oh, one other thing. He wanted you to roleplay as Lifsertail, you know, from...
Ha! Altmer. Always the same fantasy. Sure thing. Hey, darling. I heard you wanted a date with Lifsertail.
What is the meaning of this? Lifsertail? What a ridiculous name for an even more ridiculous... Oh my! Zarxus's breath! What in oblivion are you doing? I demand that you put that back on! Ariel, give me strength! Cease and desist! I demand that you cease and desist at once, you cretinous lizard woman! Stop jiggling about! I can't take this anymore. I think I'm going to faint. I think... Oh. Ha! It worked. Otis, you really are a genius.
I know. Sop didn't even know what hit him.
Ha! They breed 'em special in Alinor, don't they?
Sir? Well, that's certainly very interesting. But I'm not sure that there's much in there that I can take action on. Tell our Altmer friend that I'm very sorry. See ya!
With armor that heavy, it must take skill just to move. I'm expecting a fight.
Can I help you?
What does this one need? Talk to you later.
Back. Have you played back the Memory Gems recording for the captain? Zarxus' backside. I'm leaving this awful town. I've had enough of this cretinous Cyrodiil. I'm returning to Alinor. At least there I'm not assailed by lustful lizards.
They loved us.
Good afternoon.
The prey approaches.
To fail at a simple job. I'm a mercenary. Been one. But this last time, I did fail. But not through any fault of my own. Well, I'd been hired by some anonymous noble to... My wife came... Things were going well until we were ambushed. They bound us... I managed to... I've been searching for her damn near a whole year. Pray. The best place to start is probably the castle. Ask the nobles, see if they know anything. Are you doing... Talking at me.
The Restful Watchman. Rooms and food, that's what we do. That's good to hear. Oh, and have this. It's a leftover memory gem that one of the guys took out of the elf's pocket when he was passed out on the floor. Might fetch a decent sum. I don't tend to gossip about my patrons. Well, true, and there's this sleazy name's Atienne mentioned wanting to sell them or something. I don't know. Listen, do you really think Listen, you want... I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume. You here to do business?
Can I help you?
I may serve Count Carvin. Try and take command.
Watch your back outside the city walls. We can't be charging to your aid if a timber... Bentior wants legal pressure. Take... this. A letter with my signature. Show it to him and he's sure to change his tune.
I'm proud of my ancestry.
Calm down!
The prey approaches.
What is it? What? Let me see that. Listen, I heard that you'd probably call here. And by the divines, leave me alone now, alright? God.
Careful there!
Us!
Back in my day, people respected thieves and bandits. Now they look down on us like vermin.
So now old Bartram's got a thug inside his house, apparently. Just wonderful. To be honest, I'd rather be dealing with this than going on Count Carvain's wild guar chase. I should ask before I march in there and deal with the thief. Did your investigation turn up any leads about the Count's precious artifacts? You found a lead. That's no small relief. I guess that means you go find him in the caverns while I go deal with the thief in Bartram's house.
Nord artifacts. Get a slice of Skyrim right here.
That changes things. Well, at least now we can kill two birds with one stone. If it's true, that is. Under most circumstances, I'd insist on going in first. I'm captain of the... But... well, this reeks of an ambush. And let's go.
Regain your energy. Potions for sale here.
Captain of the Guard. Just what I needed. Go ahead. Rub salt right into the wound.
What is the meaning of this? Why in Bartram's house, and why in Oblivion do you look like you're on death's doorstep?
It all went wrong. The bandits tricked me. Typical. I wanted them to put in a good word for me with the cutters. But no, they lied. I gave their guy the artifacts, then they started swinging. I narrowly escaped by climbing back through the trap door.
I see. Well, I'm placing you under arrest for stealing Count Carvain's Zakaviri artifact collection. At least you won't bleed out in here. I'm gonna have to deal with this guy, slap him in irons and take him before the Count. Finally get Carvain off my back. I suppose that means it's down to you to deal with the bandits and retrieve the artifacts. The caverns are a favorite haunt of bandits and criminal types. Lots of them down there. No need to clear them out. Not that I'd complain if you did. Just grab the artifacts. Best of luck.
Us!
Once again.
Best choice you've ever made.
Us!
Who in a Spare a coin for an old veteran. Lots of them. I was there, you know. I had a journal. Serves me right for trusting that slimy Argo. You do that for an old beggar? Praise the divines. I'll reward you as best as I am able.
I may serve Carvane, but I take... Zombies tend to haunt caves. Be careful if you decide to go treasure hunting.
This is the thief, Captain? You mean to say that my artifacts have been found?
Yes, Count Carvane. He stole your artifacts and attempted to deliver them to the bandits operating in the Bruma Caverns.
I see. Well, of course, I expect he should be prosecuted to the full extent. The law. Now, my artifacts.
Actually, this new friend of Bruma has them.
And who's this?
A friend responsible for tracking down the artifacts and finding the thief. In fact, I'd say they deserve most of the credit, Count Carvane.
Ah, friend of Bruma. Such tales are always gratifying to hear of. In fact, Captain, would you mind giving us a moment to speak?
Of course. I'll just be waiting over there. I'd like to say a few words to this new friend of Bruma before they take their leave.
Of course, Captain. Friend de Bruma, may I have a moment?
Good morning.
If you would just hand over the artifacts. So, you tracked down the thief and found... Thank you for your service. You're the kind to... Farewell, friend de Bruma. Good luck. I do hope you remain loyal to
I'm
the
the
Bruma
Count
throne.
Steward here in Bruma. If there is anything you need, I'll try my best to help you. An interesting question. However, we don't give this kind of... Truly? One moment while I go check them. You just wait around here.
It's rare to see someone so willing to help another these days. You went to great lengths to find the... damned artifacts. And for that, you have my thanks. I don't know what Count Carvane said to you, and I don't really mind. The Count and I don't always see eye to eye, but I have a duty. Anyway... something makes me think we may see each other again. People like you tend to make waves, don't they? Take this. A personal thank you gift from me. Safe travels, my friend. And thanks.
There was one account of Havana Idici hiring some mercenaries for a job. Well, welcome to Castle Bruma, seat of County Bruma, jewel of the Geralds and all Cyrodiil. I can handle most smaller matters. Try not to Well, I've checked the records. There was one account of Havana. She spends a lot of time around the castle. Out of memory, there was another who hired some mercenaries. Not too sure on... Well, there are threats popping up constantly. Here. Well, I've checked the records. She spends a lot of... Out of memory... There was another who hired some mercenaries for a bandit raid last year, too. It was...
What is it?
Do you need... yes. There was Strong Minds operation. That's about all I can remember, though. Bye.
I heard of two. The other one was on Amidus, if memory serves. Afraid that's all I can remember, though. Things move quickly. I hired just some. They were holed up, I swear. Bandit. Yes, it was. The bandits were cleared out, and the ringleader killed. Minimal casualties on our side.
Hello. Nothing that I recall. Apologies. Farewell.
Hello. See you around.
Heard, man. Needing an inn? Go to the Gerald View. There's another tavern in town.
Yes, or good afternoon.
Well,
see you.
Hey, I've heard of you. The traveling Master Smith, right? Can you forge me one of your legendary weapons?
Can I help you? Let me think. There never mentioned it to me. Always been a quiet fellow. But, well, you can't blame me for peeking in his... No, truth. I obviously couldn't endorse such behavior, though. Oh, yes, I do. Operation Strong Arm, they called it at the time. In his quarters, of course. Though you may need a key to get inside. I may, but I'm a noble. I'm hardly a beggar. Once I've gotten it, I'll just wait around. Inconspicuously, you understand. In the Great Hall. A pleasure. Can I help you? What is it?
What is it?
You're here. Now, I've had too many little... Best of luck. You're here. Good. I procured the journal just as we agreed.
Hello there. What? No, of course not.
Farewell.
That's preposterous.
Can I help you?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Greetings. Goodbye.
Yes, or do? My father... Oh, but I do love conversations like this. Feel free to come back and chat about it again sometime.
Welcome to Castle Bruma, seat of County Bruma, jewel of the Geralds and all...
Us guards, we're well trained.
And so, the burdens of fame weighing you down? Well, don't. A joker, too. One. Many before. They now. Enjoy your stay in this fair city. Next, you'll. Scales of Oriel, thanks for telling me that. No,
Yes, I'm here. Important, given that we're so... Not highly of me, I suppose. To hear you speak of civility is... This city... Given that... But be quick about it. Disarm... I am... That doesn't exactly lend itself to a warm disposition. Nor does... But yes, to put a long story short... The Aldmer... That accord... We are simply here to ensure that the... Guilt. Why should I feel guilt? I'm a Thalmor Justicia, yes, but this empire is a political entity. One need only have... Type... But... If you're then I'm afraid you will enjoy precious little success. I have fulfilled and will continue... Again, my enjoyment, or otherwise, is Suffice it to say that I am a Thalmor Justicia operating in Bruma.
Good afternoon.
My identity
Hunt
outside
down
of that
and
is
execute
entirely
Talos
irrelevant.
worshippers, keep people in line, and Oh, but we practically do. I presume even one such as yourself. That document guarantees the Thalmor the end. We need to ensure that this agreement... Surely the better... Because I can tell you in no uncertain terms that you are trying my patience with your primitive blubbering and inane
What is
questions.
Goodbye.
Can I help you?
Good afternoon.
You're back. Any news on my wife? Who's the spineless wretch that sold us out? Tell me, now! Gautier? Wait, a Breton? How could a Breton... I remember overhearing talk in the castle that Simon had a luxury manor up in the... Go search this guy's home. If it is the damned Breton, that's when we act.
Yes, or...
Us? Us?
accept him for an Argonian down on his luck.
The prey approaches.
Hello. Let me see that. He tries to speak in riddles, but it implies he got her alive. We're going to Gautier's house. Now. I'll follow your lead. It's time for retribution. Well, he wasn't at the castle when I went to do a little... I bet he's at the house. Just probably not in plain sight. Slimy Breton bastard. Ah!
Hello.
Can I help you?
Materialistic Breton bastard. Doesn't surprise me. That's what he thinks of her? Of course it is. Just another one of his possessions. Another trophy in his cabinet. That's slimy. Wait. Would you look at this? There's a trap door under here. Looks like these barrels got pushed over it. That little eel tried to hide himself by hiding the way in, eh? That's that. Let's march down here and find my wife.
Today went better than expected, I suppose. But those asking around about mercenaries and bandits and payments.
Bastard! Here with my wife! My wife! You deviant backstabbing!
She's mine, dumbrag. She loves me.
Your lies can't save you now, you ignorant son of a...
I love him.
A tool, you faithless wretch! How dare you! How dare you forsake me so brazenly for corrupt, spineless!
Dumont, I...
Enough of this! A tool loves me. She no longer loves you. You must come to terms with that orc. Now, leave our home and never bother me or her ever again.
Comes as a shock. What do I do? You're right. This was bad business all around. No good can come from stooping to this level. I'm leaving this den of iniquity. Perhaps we'll meet again, perhaps we won't. Thanks for the help. Here, take this. Some gold for my old work jobs.
Whew. Today went better than expected, I suppose. But some nosy type came asking around about mercenaries and bandits and payments.
You sneaky, slimy, slithering bastard! Here with my wife! You deviant stabbing.
She's mine, dumrag. She loves me.
Your lies can't save you now, you ignorant son of a...
I love him.
A tool, you faithless wretch! How dare you? How dare you forsake me so brazenly for this corrupt, spineless...
Doomrock,
Enough of this! A tool loves me. She no longer loves you. You must come to terms with that orc. Now, leave our home and never bother me or her ever again.
This comes as a shock. What do I do? You're right. That devious...
No! Get away from Simond, you blood-crazed fool!
Well, that's that. Not sure what to do now, but I'll find a way to carry on. I'm leaving this den of iniquity. Perhaps we'll meet again, perhaps we...
Whew. Today went better than expected, I suppose. But some nosy type came asking around about mercenaries and bandits
slimy,
and
slithering
payments.
bastard! Here with my wife! My wife! You deviant backstabbing...
She's mine, dumrag. She loves me.
Your lies can't save you now, you ignorant son of a...
I love him.
A tool, you faithless wretch! How dare you? How dare you forsake me so brazenly for this corrupt, spineless...
Doomrock,
Enough of this! A tool loves me. She no longer loves you. You must come to terms with that orc. Now, leave our home and never bother me or her ever again.
This comes as a shock. They're both guilty. That slimy Breton, my faithless, lying wife. I take no pleasure in this, but I will end it all the same.
You there, stranger! Help us! This crazed brute is going to kill...
Done? What have I done? I just killed my wife. Just slaughtered her in cold...
Whew. Today went better than expected, I suppose. But some nosy type came asking around about mercenaries and bandits and payments. I told you the brute was back in town, and now it seems he's got a lackey who's on our scent. I even felt the need to barricade us in here for protection. This constant running and hiding is...
I know. This is... I don't know. This is still so strange. It's hard wrapping my head around it sometimes.
Yes, I know what you mean, dear. But sometimes things just happen, and you're foolish to fight back. It's unfortunate that we have to keep our relationship as secret as we do, but what choice
slimy,
do we
slithering
have?
bastard! Here with my wife! My... wife! You deviant backstabbing...
She's mine, dumrag. She loves me.
Your lies can't save you now, you ignorant son of a...
I love him.
A tool, you faithless wretch! How dare you? How dare you forsake me so brazenly for this corrupt, spineless...
Doomrock,
Enough of this! A tool loves me. She no longer loves you. You must come to terms with that orc. Now, leave our home and never bother me or her ever again.
This comes as a shock. What do I do? What do I do? You're right. This was bad business all around. No good can come from stooping to this level anymore. I'm leaving this den of iniquity. Perhaps we'll meet again, perhaps we won't. Thanks for the help. Here, take this. Some gold from my old merc jobs.